Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. I got my sidekick here. I have some tools and products laid out on the table, ready to go. An issue we are going to address today on the Lexus LX 470 is going to be water spots everywhere. The paint, the trim, the wheels, especially the glass. And when you're driving towards the sun on an evening angle, it is really bothersome to try and see through that. So we're going to see what works to remove this. We're going to polish the glass. We're going to coat the glass. Let's get to it. Hard mineral deposits here in the Northeast, Pennsylvania. That could be limestone, clay, calcium, and you can see just how bad it is. And again, trying to see through that when the sun is directly hitting that is just, it's nasty. And along with swirls, we're going to have fun with this paint. We're going to see what works to restore this. But first things first, just for safety, let's clear up the glass and get it coated. Don't want to make too much of a ruckus and wake up the shop manager, but we do have some polishes here. Today, let's try the glass polish from Sonax, the Profiline glass polish, see if that works. We have the Hercules polisher. That is a force-driven polisher. We have a rather aggressive pad 4 glass. We have some tape just in case, and here we do. A lot of the vehicles went from the polished aluminum or some sort of a metal trim. They went to plastic, and there's a seal up at the top there as well. And we don't need to bump up against that with our backing plate or pad, or maybe even get it stained with polishes, so let's tape that off. Flip up the wipers as well. Now, this wiper arm needs to be blasted and repainted. Not a problem. We'll take them off and we'll do that. Probably have to replace the blades anyways. We'll see how that goes. This shouldn't take very long, guys. You don't need to tape the vehicle like you're painting it up. Just get it on there so you're somewhat, well, you're fully covering the plastic trim. If it goes down onto the glass, a sliver, it's not going to hurt anything. I'd rather have the trim piece covered and protected. There we go. Like I said, we're first going to try the Sonax Profiline glass polish. Shake it up, get that rich formula mixed up. Ready to go. Let's get some on our pad. I normally put a little bit more on the pad for glass than I would for paint. So what we'll do is we'll just run a pass down and back, see if we've made a difference, made any improvement at all, and we'll find out if that's the polish we are indeed going to stick with. right. Yes, you could have absolutely used a dedicated hard water spot remover chemicals, a spray, but since I want to really super clean the windows and the glass here and put a coating on it, I was going to polish it anyway. So we might as well take care of two issues at the same time. So let me wipe off the residue, and then we'll see if that indeed did the trick. I believe it has. Let me bring you guys in. Let me know what you think. You could probably already see from here with the overhead light, but there we have water spots. Gone. Now there's a little bit of a haze. It's polish oils. We're going to use a prep to get rid of that. So I'll tell you what. Let's do another pass right next to it with the 3D 521 glass polish. Say right there. And we'll use a prep and see if there's a difference. See if one does better than another. Why not? With the pad cleaned off, now we shake up the formula for the 3D 521. Glass polish, cerium oxide. Remove swirls, wiper marks, scratches, and last but not least, what we're doing here, removing water spots. 2, 3, 4. This is really clumpy. Okay, let's do this right here. Now, I have the speed of the polisher when I'm doing glass between the fourth and fifth, about 4.5. I don't want to go any higher than that. And you want to be careful not to spike heat in one particular area. The glass is laminate, meaning there's two pieces of glass and a strip of plastic in between. And if that overheats and can distort, and if it's right in front of you, that's not good. Got to replace the whole windshield. So just be careful, keep the polisher moving. All right. Residue is much easier to wipe off with the 3D glass polish. But both of them are easy to work with. All right, I mean, that did just as well. Is there a little bit of scaling left behind? There's a little bit of scaling left behind. And I believe more so in the 3D polish. See that? A little bit of scaling left behind. Over here, did a much better job, maybe a little bit. So let's stick with Sonax glass polish and get this windshield done. When it comes to polishers for glass, The force driven that I'm using right now and rotary polishers, that's what I would prefer. Yeah, you could use any orbital polisher, dual action polisher if you want to. And then when you get down to it and you want to get really close to the edges to make sure you have all the water spots removed in these areas, then step down to a smaller polisher like a 2-inch polisher or a 3-inch polisher and really get in there, get in those tight areas and remove all of the water spotting. Let's grab a panel prep. The CMX surface prep works perfectly fine. And it is cheap and can be found locally. All right, let me come down and grab you guys. We'll come in and take a closer look and see where we stand at this point. Now, the inside of the glass is dirty as well, but we're going from that mess to nice and clear. All the way around there. That half of the windshield is done. Again, you could really dial it in by switching to smaller and smaller polishers to get tight against the edge. We have the edge protected, might as well. Nice and clean. And oops, polished through an area. Boy, I cannot wait to dig into this paint. Anyways, the glass. Nice, clean all the way across. I did a little bit of cleaning on the inside there. Just some normal pitting from rock chips. And well, here in the Northeast, especially New England, they treat their roads with sand and cinders. So these windshields really get pitted, but the hard water deposits are gone. So obviously it wouldn't be as easy as just the windshield having water spots. All the glass did, so you have to go around and repeat this process all the way around the glass. With that done, I want to protect it, make it easy to keep clean in the future. And for that, we're going to use our Blue Collar 5 glass coating, designated coating for glass, and this will aid and team up with the wipers and inclement weather to keep the windscreen clear for the best possible vision or viewing, and then also keeps it cleaner longer and makes the job easy for you to keep the windshield clean. Blue Collar 5 is very easy to use. Load up the pad to prime it. Start in the middle at the top. Well, let me get this tape removed. Start at the top in the middle. Pull it towards you. Get it primed again. You want to put the glass coating on really thick. Down, over, down, over, down, over towards the middle. And you can coat this side, the driver's side of the windshield. You can coat that entire piece of glass over here before you have to start to wipe it off anyway. And you want to do it in a crisscross pattern as well. So for your So for the way you're looking at it, we're going left to right. Now we want to go up and down. Really? Well, wait till I'm finished. Then we'll work our way to the middle here. And it's starting to rainbow. And it's the perfect time to grab your first of the 2 towels, mop up as much of that transfer solution as you can with this first towel. Don't have to be perfect. And then swap over to the next one. You can already feel the incredible slickness on the glass with Blue Collar 5. Work the corners and the edges. Make sure you wipe off that coating. And then do the exact same thing to the other side. From here, we just continue this process all the way around the vehicle. Let it cure overnight. And when you hop in the next day, 4 hours minimum cure time for the glass. Then when you hop in, drive it, crystal clear vision and glass. That is going to do it for today's video. The shop manager here is ready to go for a walk. You want to go for a walk? You want to go bye-bye? Go for a walk? So we're going to go for a walk. We're going to come back. There's just a whole list of things to do to this. We'll jump on to the next project. I'll get footage and share it with you guys. Brian from Apex Auction Car Reconditioning. Catch you in the next video. You ready to go bye-bye? Of course.